Hi, this is Urs Wiesendanger coming at you. I'm a songwriter, producer, and arranger, and I would like to take a few minutes here in this video to break down an arrangement I did, and I want to show you really detailed what the arrangement and the song is all about, and how I built the song up from scratch. And before we get started, I will play you the final production from the second verse till the end of the bridge.
Had to move to the back, now take a look where I'm at. It just got better. Now I'm standing in front, and that's just what I want. It just got better. Sometimes I have to use my strength to keep it real. I've weathered every storm, and this is how I feel. Life's a hard nut to crack. This I know for a fact. Every day of my life's a commitment. Sometimes it's tough to be strong. Made it all on my own. I'm rewarded for more than I give. I love the life I live. 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 Love the life I live. Yeah. Life's a hard nut to.
Okay, here we go. I would like to break down the song part by part, starting with the drums. So the main chorus, so to speak, of the essence of the drums is like a very simple drum loop containing like a kick and a clap. I'll play it to you now. This track is called Loop. Very simple. Just kick and clap. Of course, that alone wouldn't make the verse, that wouldn't make the song. So I would say that's kind of the main chorus throughout the song. And in order to make it more fat and bigger, I've added another kick to it, which is kind of a room kick, thanks to Timbaland. He came up with those one day. Alone, it would sound like this. And both together would sound like this. Without. See, it kind of gets thin like this. So, in order to make the groove a little bit more interesting and make it bounce around a little bit more, I've added another kick that comes in between the beats, so to speak. So I'll play it for you, and it goes like this. That's this one here, the blue thing. Well, I can't really highlight it because it's blue. Well, anyway, I'll just play it. Here comes another one. Well, you can see that's kind of the part I'm talking about. The kicks come in between. Well, it just adds like an extra feel to it. So as you can hear, the claps kind of disappeared because there's so many kicks going on. So I've added some more claps to the beat. They're coming right here. A lot of reverb on there. But the reverb really makes sense in the mix. So that's basically the verse groove. Let's jump to the chorus right away. I mean, we can't leave the chorus like this. We've got to lift the song up, so we have to add some more stuff. What I've added is, I've added a hi-hat and a shaker. I'll play you the hi-hat first. The chorus comes right here. Very simple pattern. And then I've added a shaker. That keeps like the groove really going. Okay, that alone wouldn't even make the song, so I had to put like another sort of a clap, more like a clap snare to it, in order to give the beat some more beef there. I'll play the track alone quickly so you can hear it. So that's the clap I've added in the chorus. It's kind of a, well, almost sounds like a shot, but it's sort of a mix between clap and snare. So that's kind of important here. You can listen. 3, 4. Without. Very important, right? Okay. So on top of that, you know, on 4, I would add like a really huge snare drum, which makes the chorus really big and prominent. And that would sound, alone it would sound like this. Huge lot of reverb. Okay, I'll play it to you with the track. 3, 4. Important. Only comes on 4. Well, it's not enough and we're not quite done with the drums. I've added some more stuff even. I've added some more kick drums to the thing to make it even fatter. 2 more kick sounds. I would like to show you. The first one is this one. Very low-endish, bottom-endish kind of thing. And this one is more kind of giving the whole kick kind of a texture so it doesn't get lost in the mix. Both together would sound like this. Each kick alone probably wouldn't work. They really have to play together to make it sound good. So let's see, and all together with all the kicks and snares and claps, it would end up sounding like this. And without those last kicks, you know, it doesn't have that beat in the bottom end there. Really needs that. Okay. Well, see, it's not everything that's going on in the drums yet. There's some more stuff coming in here. So this is something special. I've added like a reverse clap to it that actually ramps up to the second snare on the 4. Sort of like this. I'll play it to you within the track. You know, that gives them that extra bounce to it. So, drum-wise, I think we're actually done. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. There's some toms going on later in the song, some crashes, and some reverse cymbals that, in fact, leads into the chorus. That's kind of an important thing there. You know, one is reversed and one is coming on the downbeat. Okay, I'll play it to you. Okay, that's about it for drums. Important, of course, next part would be the bass. I'm not sure if it makes a lot of sense to play the track, just the bass and the drums. We'll see. This is kind of a Moog bass. I just want to play it alone for a second. So you can hear it. Yeah. Very simple. I play it within the track so you can hear it. Here we go. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a piano. It's kind of an upright piano, a little bit out of tune, a little rusty. Seems to be modern these days. Some overcompression going on there, but really works in the mix. So in order to have the piano going and the bass, I want to play everything together so you hear where we're at. 3, 4. Okay, so we got some guitars going on here, and I remember I wrote the song with a great friend of mine, and he's also a great guitar player. So since I don't play guitar, he would put down just a rough guitar on the demo for that song, and I think I just kept it in a final arrangement and mix, just because it just felt right and kind of had a cool vibe to it. It's probably not even perfectly played, but it felt great. And you know, that's another thing. Sometimes you have to leave parts, maybe they're not perfectly played, maybe just a little out of tune or a little out of time, but if it gives the song something special to it, you should probably leave it there. So I kept it in there for some reason. I liked it during the mix, I guess. And all together would sound like this with the piano and the drums and the bass. Okay, so I only play half of the chorus because you heard it by now, right? So there's another guitar going on. That's kind of a muted acoustic guitar part that also plays with all the other stuff in there. Well, important is this part was played twice. Hard pan left, hard pan right in the mix. That makes it, if a guitar player is really great, that makes it almost sound like three-dimensional. You know, then you have to just blend it in the mix, and, you know, it doesn't have to be too loud, just, you know, make it work in the mix. Okay. So let's go to the next one, which is an electric guitar. It's hard pan to the left, so it means it probably has a twin brother on the right side in the mix. You see? With the harmony there, and both together. I remember I didn't mix that part too loud in the mix, but it has like a nice, so to speak, like gluing together function. Let's see what we got here all together. Kind of a rough feel. Kind of cool. And then we have some more electric guitars. Oh yeah, okay. Here's like an arpeggio thing with some delay on it. Kind of makes sense. Let's listen within the track. If you listen to the guitars alone, electric guitars alone, it would sound like this. You know, it's like the whole puzzle has to work, like every instrument has to work with each other, you know, they have to grab each other and make the song and the arrangement work. Okay, and then we have some strings going on. You know, see there? I played them like really real-time, unquantized. So you hear it might be kind of shaky even, you know, or timing might be a little off, but it works for the track. So I'll play it to you within the track, then you get an idea how it sounds with the rest. Alrighty, so now we're coming to the synth parts. No more guitars. So we got some synth parts going on. It's sort of a soft arpeggio thing. I just call that stuff ear candy, so that makes it just flow a little more. And there's some other stuff going on here. Some sequence stuff, you know. They're both together would sound like this. It's kind of important for the track. I'll play it to you. 3, 4. And right before the chorus, sort of the lift to the chorus, there is this sweep pad, I call it. Yeah, that kind of makes the transition between the verse and the chorus really smooth and kind of leads better into the chorus. So here is sort of a trance sound. Just listen what it is. Oh. Well, that's kind of an additional part to the other synth part, the sequenced part we heard before. They kind of correspond with each other really cool. Okay, so now here's the lead vocal. So what you see here is the comp I did for the lead vocal. It's a very common thing to make comps of lead vocals. Comp is like the short term of compiling different takes to one lead vocal. There's a lot of processing going on, of course, but I don't want to go into greater details in this video here, since it's more about arrangement. And we got some background vocals here. Let's check them out.
Life's a hard nut to crack, this I know for a fact.
Well, these are some female background vocals we've done for the track to stack on the lead vocal in the chorus to make it more beefy and also give it another texture to it. So together it would sound like this. I can play it together, lead vocal and background.
Life's a hard nut to crack, this I know for a fact.
Okay, that's how it sounds. So let's see what's going on in the second chorus, because there's some more backgrounds going on in the second chorus. So I've sang some background vocals in here. There's one part.
Hard nut to crack. Oh, commitment.
Well, these are like some counterparts to the original melody, which actually answer some parts within the melody of the chorus. So I'll play the track, just background vocals with Sabina and me.
Life's a hard nut to crack. Hard nut to crack.
Yeah, that all on my own part is kind of a harmony thing. I'll play it from here. A lot of effect on it. But it all makes sense for the final mix. Maybe it sounds a little much if you hear it alone. Okay, here comes the bridge. Well, in fact, I'll play you the bridge with all the tracks in it so you get a better idea what's going on. Well, okay, so a lot of parts going on here, as you can see. There's some more female background vocals. And you know the reason why I cut the f at the end of live? It's kind of cooler if only one person executes it at the end, because otherwise you have like tons of f sounds in there. So one f is enough. I think I left mine there. Let's check. 3, 4, yeah. Well, so that's basically what the song is all about. So I'll play it to you from the chorus with all the instruments in it, so you get an overall picture of the song and the arrangement and how it sounds at the end.
Through the maze of obstacles, this is what I found. Life's a hard nut to crack, this I know for a fact.
Second chorus.
Life's a hard nut to crack, this I know for a fact. Every day of my life's a commitment.
So thanks for watching. Maybe you've learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. And you can steal whatever you want, except the song.